My son needs a mother. I am not a replacement. You owe me. Eyes widened in disbelief. Owe you? Huh. You put me in jail. And I pulled you out. Ha 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 ha. After breaking me. Their breathing grew uneven. You don't get to walk away. Jungkook said quietly now. Not after being part of this. Tears rolling down the cheeks. You don't get to cage me again. For a moment, something flickered in his eyes. Regret. But it vanished. You'll marry me. He continued, eyes dark. You'll raise my son. Wyan stared at him in disbelief. Marriage without love is another prison. Jungkook's expression turned to stone. Think whatever you want. He said coldly. The wedding is tomorrow. Wyan's breath caught. You can't just decide that for me. I already did. Jungkook didn't wait for her answer. He simply turned to his men. Take her. Safely. Let go of me. I said, leave me. Wyan struggled as they escorted her out. You have no right, Jeon Jungkook, you. But rights meant nothing in Jungkook's world. She was taken to his mansion, a place too grand, too silent, too suffocating. A beautiful room. Silk curtains. A king-size bed. Fresh flowers. A golden cage. The maids will assist you, ma'am. One of the guards said before locking the door from outside. Locked. Click. Wyan quickly ran to the door and banging. Open this. You can't keep me here. Open it now. Silence. She tried the windows. Guards below. She tried again. And again. By midnight, her hands were trembling. There was no escape. The wedding happened the next evening. No guests. No blessings. No smiles. That night, Wyan sat stiffly on the edge of the massive bed, fingers clenched in her lap. Her wedding bangles felt heavier than chains. The door opened. Jungkook walked in. He removed his jacket slowly, deliberately, placing it over the chair. The silence between them felt sharp enough to cut. I won't touch you, Jungkook said at last. Wyan looked up, startled. You're here for one reason only, he continued flatly. To be my son's mother. Wyan's chest tightened. But don't mistake this for mercy, he added, voice low. This marriage is not about feelings. This is an arrangement. Wyan looked away quickly before he could see the hurt in her eyes. That night, they slept in different rooms. But neither of them slept at all. The mansion was too big, too silent, too cold. Wyan walked through its endless hallways like a guest in a prison. Staff bowed to her now. Madam John. And she hated the title. She wasn't a wife. She was a replacement. The first accidental touch. 3 months passed. It happened in the nursery. The baby started crying past midnight. Wyan rushed in, hair loose, eyes sleepy. She lifted the child gently. Shoo, shoo. I'm here, it's okay, okay? The door opened behind her. Jungkook. I'll take him. I've got him, she replied softly. The baby squirmed between them as Jungkook reached forward. And their hands touched. Just for a second. But oh. Wyan inhaled sharply. His fingers were warm. Large. Steady. Jungkook froze too. Their eyes lifted at the same time. The air thickened. Neither moved. The baby whimpered softly between them. Wyan tried to pull back first, but her foot slipped slightly on the rug. Jungkook's hand shot to her waist instinctively. He caught her, pulled her against him. Her breath hitched against his chest. Careful, he murmured. His voice wasn't cold. It was low, concerned. Their faces were inches apart. She could feel his heartbeat. Fast. Let go, Wyan whispered. But her hands were gripping his shirt. Damn it. Jungkook didn't move immediately. And for a dangerous second. Neither wanted to. Then she stepped back quickly. This shouldn't happen, she said, shaken. It was an accident, Jungkook replied, though his voice sounded rough. But neither of them believed that fully. A high society cruelty. A week later, Jungkook insisted that Wyan attend a prestigious business dinner. You're my wife. They need to see that. Wyan wore a simple sari-inspired gown, elegant but modest. Whispers started immediately. That's the nurse, isn't she? She replaced Madame Myrie so fast. Per background, I heard. Gold digger. Wyan kept her head down. Then someone laughed louder than the rest. How convenient. From jail to mansion. Silence fell. Jungkook heard it. Slowly, he placed his glass down. Repeat that, Jungkook said calmly. The man stiffened. I was just joking. My wife, Jungkook continued, voice dangerously soft, has more dignity than everyone in this room combined. The hall went silent. If anyone has a problem with her, he added, eyes scanning the crowd, they have a problem with me. Jungkook took Wyan's hand. Firm. Public. Claiming. Apologize. He said. The man swallowed. I'm very sorry, Madam Jeon. Wyan looked at Jungkook in shock. He didn't look at her, but his grip tightened slightly, as if to say, I won't let them hurt you. The ride back from the party was silent. Too silent. Wyan sat near the window, her fingers gripping the edge of her dress. She could still hear the whispers. Gold digger. Replacement. Jailbird. Her chest tightened. Beside her, Jungkook sat rigid, jaw clenched, eyes forward. He hadn't let go of her hand during the entire exit. But now there was distance again. When the car stopped, Wyan opened the door immediately. She didn't wait for him. She walked inside. Jungkook watched her go. Something inside him twisted. Next morning, she didn't come downstairs. The maids hesitated before knocking on his office door. Sir John, sorry to disturb you, but Madam Jeon hasn't eaten. Jungkook didn't bother looking up. Behind the rim of his glasses, his eyes remained fixed on the paperwork as he reviewed and signed one document after another and replied. Then remind her. We tried, Sir John. She isn't responding. Maid replied. Jungkook's pen stopped moving. What? He walked quickly toward the bedroom. Faster than he intended. He knocked once. No response. He opened the door. Wyan lay on the bed, motionless. Too still. Wyan. No response. Jungkook stepped closer. Her face was pale. Her lips dry. He touched her forehead and froze. She was burning. Damn it. He whispered. Wyan, wake up. Her eyes fluttered weakly. I'm fine. You're not. Jungkook said sharply. He turned immediately. Call the doctor. Now. Jungkook's voice carried panic the staff had never heard before. Hours later, the doctor stated. Just stress and fever, he said. She needs rest and left. Jungkook stood beside her bed long after everyone left. Fragile. Not the strong girl who endured his cruelty without breaking. His fingers hovered over her hand. Then slowly, he held it. Her skin was warm, alive. Relief flooded him so suddenly it scared him. You scared me, Jungkook whispered. Wyan's eyelids fluttered. Why? She murmured weakly. The question slipped out before he could stop it. Because I watch you. Silence. Her eyes opened slowly. Jungkook didn't pull away. I watch you sleep, he admitted quietly. To make sure you're still here. Wyan's breath caught. I watch you hold my son. Talk to him. Care for him. His voice lowered. I watch you exist. She stared at him. Vulnerable. Real. Why? She whispered. Jungkook didn't answer because he didn't know how to say it yet. Wyan tried to sit up. Her body swayed. Jungkook caught her instantly, his arm around her waist. Wyan's hand gripping his shoulder. Their faces close. Too close. Her breath brushed his lips. Warm. Shaky. Neither moved. Neither spoke. Jungkook's eyes dropped to her lips. Her fingers tightened on his shirt. The air changed. Heavy. Dangerous. He leaned closer. Slowly. Carefully. Giving her time to stop him. She didn't. Her eyes closed. Just slightly. Their foreheads touched. Jungkook's voice was barely a whisper. Wyan. His name trembled on Wyan's lips. Jungkook, soft, fragile, and dangerously intimate. It was enough to shatter every wall he had built around himself. But then the baby cried. A sharp, sudden sound that tore through the moment. Wyan's eyes flew open. Reality crashed back in. The closeness. Jungkook's arms around her. His breath against her skin. It was wrong. It was real. It was too much. Wyan pulled away abruptly, her fingers slipping from Jungkook's shirt as if his touch had burned her. But that night, Jungkook didn't sleep. Because he knew the truth now. He didn't want Wyan as an arrangement anymore. He wanted her as his wife. The next day, Jungkook wasn't prepared for the anger. He stood at the top of the staircase, watching silently. Wyan was in the living room, and she was talking to another man, the pediatric doctor. Wyan was smiling faintly as the male doctor explained something about the baby. "Don't worry, Madam John," the doctor said gently. "You're taking very good care of him." Madam John. The title sounded wrong in another man's voice. Jungkook's jaw tightened. His chest burned. Why was she smiling like that? Why did it bother him? Before he could stop himself. Enough. Jungkook's voice cut through the room like a blade. Wyan and the doctor both turned. The doctor bowed respectfully. "Sir, John. You may leave." The doctor hesitated, then nodded and walked away. Wyan frowned. He was just explaining. "I know what he was doing." Jungkook snapped. "You don't belong, standing close to other men," he said coldly. Wyan's breath caught. "Belong?" "Yes." Cold instant response. Wyan stared at him, hurt flashing across her face. "I don't belong to you," she whispered. The words hit harder than he expected. It happened 3 nights later. Rain fell heavily outside, tapping against the glass like a restless heartbeat. Wyan stood in the nursery, gently rocking the baby in her arms. "Shoo, shoo, don't cry," she murmured, brushing a kiss against his tiny forehead. "I'm here, sweetheart. You're safe." Jungkook stood at the doorway, watching the way she held his son. The way his son clung to her. The way she belonged there, more than anyone ever had. He couldn't pretend anymore. "Ahem, Wyan," Jungkook called softly. She turned. Her eyes met his. Jungkook walked toward her slowly. Not as the arrogant man she had first met. Not as the cold husband who forced her into marriage. But as someone vulnerable. I need to tell you something." Wyan's fingers tightened slightly around the baby. "What is it?" He hesitated. For the first time in years, Jeon Jungkook was afraid. "I tried to tell myself this was just responsibility," he said quietly. "Guilt. Obligation." His voice dropped. "But it isn't." Wyan's breath caught. "It's you." Silence filled the room. "I look for you." Without realizing it, he continued. "I notice. When you're tired. When you don't eat. When you're sad." Jungkook stepped closer. "I can't sleep unless I know you're safe." Wyan's heart pounded. "I don't want you here because of my son," he whispered. Jungkook swallowed. "I want you here because I love you." The words hung between them. Real. Raw. Wyan froze. Jungkook continued. "My marriage with Myri was forced." Wyan stepped closer. "Was your marriage unhappy?" Jungkook exhaled slowly. "It wasn't a marriage," he said. "It was an agreement. Our families arranged it. For power. For influence." Wyan hesitantly asked, "Did you love her?" Jungkook, "No, never." The answer came without hesitation. Silence filled the room. Then Jungkook said something that changed everything. "You were my first love." Wyan's breath stopped. "What?" Jungkook looked at her carefully. "I saw you once. Years ago. Before everything." She stared at him. "You were volunteering at a hospital." His voice softened. "You were smiling at a child." Jungkook swallowed. "I didn't even know your name. But I remembered you." Wyan's eyes filled with tears. "When my marriage was arranged with Myri, I buried that memory, thinking it was just an attraction." Jungkook stepped closer. "But when I saw you again as Myri's nurse," his voice broke slightly. I realized I had never forgotten you. I loved you. Not only today, but in the past too. Tears rolled down Wine's cheeks. Honesty hung heavy between them. She hadn't expected this. Not from him. Not from the man who once destroyed her without hesitation. I don't expect you to say it back, Jungkook said softly, a faint smile hiding the ache in his eyes. I just needed you to know how I feel. Silence filled the room. Wyan lowered her gaze, unable to find the words. Jungkook gave a small nod, accepting her silence. I'll wait, he murmured. No matter how long it takes. He turned and slowly walked toward the door. Just as his hand reached for the doorknob, Jungkook stopped. His heartbeat quickened. Can, Wyan's voice trembled. Can I be a part of your family forever? For a moment, Jungkook simply stared at her as if he hadn't heard correctly. Then, a smile, small, genuine, and filled with relief, spread across his face. Slowly, he reached into the pocket of his coat and took out a small velvet box. He opened it. Inside lay a delicate diamond ring. Not the ring he had forced onto her finger on their wedding day. A new one. One chosen with love. One meant for a new beginning. Jungkook walked toward her, stopping just inches away. This time, he said gently, his eyes never leaving hers. I'm asking because I love you. He slowly lowered himself onto one knee. Not as a powerful man, but as a man in love. Wyan. His voice was steady, but his hands trembled. Will you? Choose me and let me spend the rest of my life loving you. Wyan's vision blurred with tears. She wanted to believe him. God, she wanted to. But the scars he had left behind still ached. You forced me into this marriage once, she whispered, her voice trembling. Jungkook lowered his gaze, guilt washing over his face. I know, he said quietly. And I'm sorry, more than you'll ever know. You shattered my life. She took a shaky breath. You didn't trust me. You didn't even give me a chance to prove my innocence. His voice cracked. I know, he replied, his voice breaking. Not a single day has passed without me regretting it. He looked into her tear-filled eyes. But I can't change the past. Jungkook slowly reached for her hand, stopping just short of touching it. All I can do is spend the rest of my life earning your forgiveness if you'll let me. Silence. Painful. Honest. Wyan looked down at the baby. He was sleeping peacefully in her arms. Trusting her. Needing her. She realized something then. She loved this child. Not because she was forced to, but because her heart chose to. And somewhere along the way, she had begun to love his father too. Slowly, she looked back at Jungkook. He was still kneeling, still waiting, still hoping. The most powerful man in Seoul, looking completely helpless in front of her. Wyan hesitated. Then slowly, she placed the baby in the crib and stepped toward him. Each step felt heavier than the last. Jungkook held his breath. I was never part of this family, Wyan whispered. His heart stopped. Every possible rejection flashed before his eyes. But her voice trembled. She lifted her hand slowly and brought it forward, opening her palm to him. I want to be now. His breath broke. His vision blurred. For the first time in years, tears filled Jeon Jungkook's eyes. Jungkook's fingers shook as he picked up the ring. He slid it gently onto her finger, as if afraid she might disappear if he moved too fast. It fit perfectly, like it had always belonged there. He stood immediately and pulled her into his arms. Carefully, reverently, like she was something sacred. Wyan melted into him, her hands gripping his shirt, holding on just as tightly. I won't hurt you again, he whispered against her hair, his voice breaking. Wyan pulled back slowly, just enough to see his face, just enough to see the truth in his eyes. Her fingers rose hesitantly, touching his cheek. Warm. Jungkook's hand moved to her waist, steady but gentle, giving her time to stop him. She didn't. Their eyes met. His gaze dropped to her lips. Her breath caught. Wyan, I love you, he whispered. And this time, Jungkook didn't stop. He leaned in slowly, giving her every chance to turn away. She didn't. Their lips met softly, tentatively, not rushed, not claimed, chosen. Hwan's fingers tightened in his shirt as his hand held her closer, still careful, still asking without words. The kiss deepened, not in hunger, but in promise, in apology, in belonging. When they finally pulled apart, their foreheads rested together, breathing the same air. I love you too, Jeon Jungkook, Hwan whispered, sharing the same silence. No force, no obligation, only love. And for the first time since their lives had collided, they were truly husband and wife.